So I want to talk about a thing real quick while it's fresh in my brain and I don't forget it a couple hours later and wonder why I do anything that I do with my life. I want to talk about how the Mega Man series, which is my favorite series in the entire world, was created in a way, not created in a way, but more evolved upon in a way that no other game series has ever done, and causes a lot of problems for the series to grow as a whole. Let me explain. So, let's take let's use an example like Mario, right? So we got Mario 1. We've got our man in the overalls. He runs to the right. He jumps over some Goombas. He beats Bowser 8 times till he gets a lady who he gets to make out with. It's great. And then they went, let's just skip 2 because whatever. It would work for what I want to say, but we're just going to skip it. And then they were like, hey, we want to come up with a third game. What do we do? Well, I want to add the ability to fly, which means we'll have to change levels to work around this new flying mechanic. Oh, and I want the character to be able to go up and down. I want levels where they can go up and down. I want it to be all sorts of just cool stuff. Well, what if instead of calling Super Mario and Super Mario Bros. 3 Super Mario Bros. 3, they called Super Mario and Super Mario Bros. 3 Super Mario Bros. X? And then what if they took those games and then proceeded to make Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but they don't really evolve the gameplay. They involve the power-ups, they involve the collectibles, but they don't evolve the core mechanics of what in a game. Okay? And then you go over to Mario 3, and it's Mario X in this situation, and you're like, well, hold the fuck on. In this game, I can fly. It's got different level types. It's got power-ups. It's got whole new systems that weren't even in the first game, and it generally makes the game smoother and faster to play. Why are we still making this other game? Why are we still making the Super Mario 1 and not evolving Super Mario Bros. 1? That is the problem with the Mega Man series. Is the Mega Man series seems to have new... you get a new series when you come up with a new gameplay mechanic. So, Mega Man X is great because it introduced dashing and, wall clinging, which made, platforming, sure, a lot easier, but now because it's a lot, platforming is a lot more precise and accurate, you can build levels around this precision and accuracy that you couldn't build in classic Mega Man. And it's great, it's fun, it's snappy, it works, it keeps a lot of the same traditions of Mega Man, which is being a platformer, you jump, you shoot, and you get a power-up at the end of the level that lets you figure out maybe it'll do double damage to the boss. I don't know. But no. Instead of going what would have been the logical step, doing, let's say, Mega Man 1 through 7, and then Mega Man X being Mega Man 8, we decided to branch off in gameplay. So now all of the Mega Man games moving forward have to follow this very linear structure and then have to figure out how to work outside the box. And let me tell you, they didn't figure out how to work outside the box. So, first, we have Mega Man 8. The actual Mega Man 8, the one. It's on the Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. I don't really remember. I don't care. You don't care. No one cares. So you kick in your soccer ball. It's beautiful graphics, stuff like that. It just feels good. It's not that it feels that much different than... It's different than Mega Man 7 because visually, it's... I don't know, the way it was made going from, the 16-bit to 32-bit style, it lent itself some gameplay feel changes that you could make that jump and go, okay, they did something different between Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 8. They didn't. So you go through and you see X, and then X adds like some cool new like power-ups and pickups for Mega Man X2, and Mega Man X3 is the same, and Mega Man X4, you know, a couple like new power-ups and gameplay mechanics here and there that can help us traverse the level. But we can do a lot with this, because again, like I said, when we're creating a game that's around precision, accurate jumps and shoots, you can do a lot. You can expand more and more on, you can get more grandiose with the powers that be. Meanwhile, back on Mega Man Land, well, the platforming's so tight and stiff that, you know, we can't really make a boss that you need to have a bunch of these precision jumps on. If we did that, that could be hard and considered unfun. We can't, like, just give Mega Man those abilities, because that's then he's not that character. That's the other character that we gave all those gameplay mechanics to. So wait. You're telling me I have to make another Mega Man game, and I can't use any of the innovations we've made on our platforming series? I'm gonna need to take 5 real quick. I mean, what else can they do? Even the best fan Mega Man game still, like, it's fun because it finds ways to kind of like evolve the levels that you take your little Mega Man character through, but it's not evolving the gameplay in a way that's meaningful at all. Mega Man 11 tried to have that weird power slow down the world thing. That was whatever. And that's a cool new power-up, but like as a gameplay mechanic and like in terms of making the game more fun, it didn't do anything. You might as well have just made Mega Man 11 be some new 8-bit version of the original Mega Man game. At least the X and Zero both kind of fooling around with, oh, what if we made these games a little bit more open world? Kind of like a Metroidvania? Can we do something there? Can we, you know, play around with that? Touch it a little bit? I mean, sure, but we're not going to go all the way because, you know, we know what you want. So, again, instead of taking these gameplay mechanics that are really good to, like, add to a sequel that you're combining all this stuff in, they keep it pretty much isolated to their own separate series. So you're not playing a Mega Man game based off of, I like Mega Man, I'm going to go to the store and buy Mega Man because that's what I like. You know, it's kind of in the same way if it's like, I like Mario. There's 2 Marios. There's the 2D Mario and the 3D Mario. But I know Mario, so I'm going in and I'm going to buy the Mario game. Okay, that was maybe a bad example, but you get what I'm saying. Is that they're still Mario, and they're still all kind of like considered the same thing, just a different format. So they don't have to exclusively say, this is a Mega Man game, well, this is a Mega Man X game. You see, in X, we have this different story that's kind of going on, but it coincides with the Mega Man Classic series, but it's its own thing. But even though they have a shared world, story, and universe, gameplay wise, if you're playing as this robot, we have to make the game play like crap. No other game does that. I don't know why. It doesn't make you better. It makes you really hold yourself back in terms of development. And I think that's why I like Mega Man Legends so much, is because it's the closest we're ever going to get to a 3D Mega Man game that maybe if it would have kept going, like, these could be the classic Mega Man games. Maybe we could be figuring out how to have these kind of fights. Like, I think now is definitely the time, with how technology has evolved, to start looking and going, what does Mega Man actually look like in 3D? Like, Legends baggage aside, what does a Mega Man game in 3D look like? how do you actually design a Mega Man game for the 3D space? How do you do the 8 boss format? Because, even Zelda's started to walk away from there. 3 dungeons, 80 pendants, and they've started really exploring formats, testing the waters. Meeting at a couple of mixers going, hey, how are you doing? I'm lonely and a divorcee. You know what I mean? Like, it's something I am interested in and I would love to see. But hey, maybe that's just my rambling. Well, hi.